I'm still bullish on Brett, and I still believe that during this bull run, it could hypothetically go to the price of $1. And now, of course, non-financial advice and not a guarantee, but the reason why is because I think that Brett is simply that amazing of a meme coin. After all, it's a meme coin on the Base network. Now, when it comes to the Base network, I think it oftentimes gets some flack because I think oftentimes people don't really understand what it's all about. But I think it's so special. I mean, you got to think about this, right? The Base network is Coinbase's Layer 2 network. And also, it's built in collaboration with one of the leading Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solutions out there, aka, again, Optimism. So this right here, I think, is a dynamic duo that when they make something, of course, naturally, it's probably going to be very good, and it is. And do you think something like Coinbase is going to allow something like the Base network to fail or disappear off into the abyss? I don't think so, because if they were to allow that, that's such a bad look, and I don't think they would do that, because again, they probably spent resources to build this, so they're not just going to let it, disappear. Other Layer 2s out there, let's say the network isn't doing that great, the project, let's say, kind of fallen under hard times, the leadership, they may not have the resources to quite essentially keep it afloat. They may not have the capabilities to, let's say, wait it out. They may not have that. But when it comes to Coinbase, come on, if let's say the Base network isn't doing that great, I think they can still, let it survive for the long term. So this is why I'm so amazed with the Base network. And when I see a meme coin on there, why would I not believe in it? Especially with something as amazing as Brett. The community is A+, exposure is A+. It's a no-brainer pick for me. Now, with that being said, the Base network, some people may think that what's the use case? Now, when I say that the Base network is a Layer 2, what this means right here is that quite essentially, in this case, it allows Ethereum to be enjoyed while at the same time not having to deal with a lot of the nonsense, like the sky-high gas fees and the arguable scalability issues. So the use case is A+, of course. But with that being said, some people out there, they may think, oh yeah, that's cool and all, but what makes you think that Brett can even go to the price of $1? Now, here's the thing. First of all, if Brett were to go to the price of $1, considering its current circulating supply, at that point, market cap would be around $10 billion. Could you imagine that? That's actually not that much in the grand scheme of things. We've seen SHIB reach around 40 billion. We've seen Doge in the past reach over 80 billion. So this isn't insane for a meme coin, especially. And something else that really amazes me when it comes to Brett is the tokenomics. It's very simple, easy to understand, very easy on the eyes. Because you take a look at a lot of other meme coins out there, the tokenomics, the supply is way too much for no reason, confuses people. Sometimes people say, yeah, this thing's going to go to the price of 28 millions of $1. It's like, what? Who searches that up? People have to look it up, and then they look at the amount of zeros. Total nightmare. But when it comes to Brett, it's very easy to say that, yeah, $1, right? 50 cents, 25 cents. At that point, even the tokenomics would allow for a market cap that isn't too ridiculous. So I love that when it comes to Brett. Easy to understand tokenomics, isn't confusing, on the right place, aka the Base network. I don't see why it won't go to the price of $1, especially when I consider just how amazing this bull run could be. According to Crypto.com research, there's currently over 600 million crypto owners. That's more than ever before in history. Also, you take a look at the bullish sentiment for Bitcoin, the Bitcoin ETF, the number of institutional investors. I think the sky's the limit this time around. But it's going to take some time because usually altcoins, they peak anywhere between a year and a half to half a year after a Bitcoin halving event. Now, the Bitcoin halving event happened back in April, so that's anywhere between October this year to October next year. And I really don't mind, though, because if anything, if it happens later, more time for me to accumulate. If it happens earlier, then great as well. Party time for me, so I really don't mind either way. And when I take all of those bullish factors into consideration, I really don't see why Bitcoin also won't hypothetically go to the price of at least $150,000 during this bull run. Again, with that many crypto owners, with the Bitcoin ETF, with the number of institutional investors, I would be shocked if Bitcoin doesn't reach those great heights. And I think if Bitcoin does reach those heights, naturally, hypothetically, altcoins are going to do well too. So I really can't wait for this bull run. I think it could be so amazing. I think it could dwarf what we saw a couple of years ago back in 2021. I think this time around, even though people like to say it's game over, it sucks, I think better days are still ahead. Give it some time. In my opinion, personally, that's just the way I'm viewing it, because around a year from right now, I think a lot of these Brett critics, they're going to be singing a different tune. $1 for Brett wouldn't surprise me whatsoever during this bull run. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. So I'll leave the captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.